never done this before. I'm going to read a short story that I wrote, and I really wanted to memorize, but that didn't happen. So it rocks. Okay. Brain had translated the hushed tones from last week's meetings to mean keep it on the down low, and is now wearing black Converse and a hoodie. While this outfit sounds easy enough, it actually required a Herculean effort on Brain's part. Stuffing squishy membrane into sleeves and shoes was difficult and thought to be impossible by most of Brain's peers. But the effort was necessary. Tonight's act called for heroics beyond Brain's normal chemistry. The car door is now open. Brain is pausing on the creaky vinyl seat before engaging the evening, spray can at the ready. Clothes falling out of window with mouse-faced woman in charge, she recedes into the day-lit apartment and grabs more boxes to empty, all the time yelling, "Bastardo!" She has been invaded by the Spanish and is now emptying the contents of his boxes on the streets below. Colors, cottons, darks, wools, falling. Next box, pinned butterflies encased in little glass boxes start their descent. People below are timid and trying not to look. Brain wants to be a rebel, wants to not give a fuck. Brain has a burning desire to shuck off a lifetime of sweet and shy adjectives. It was this adrenaline that enabled Brain to finally hoist himself from the car seat. But now, Brain is about to break the law. Instead of the badass Brain that drove the car and wore clothes, Brain is starting to feel uncomfortable and geriatric. An old organ feigning teenage posture. The spray can is cold and alien in Brain's hand, not at all empowering, quite embarrassing actually. What was he doing putzing about back here, and what were people gonna think? Bastardo, he was gonna write Bastardo. How insane was this gonna look? With every step, Brain feels more and more the fool. She is getting tired and sends the last box over the windowsill without bothering to open its cardboard wings. Almost all the contents are grateful, except for the masochistic alarm clock wrapped in the smelly Egyptian tapestry, wishing for a hard smack. It hits with a thump and she doesn't even pause to look, doesn't gloat over the newly appointed junkyard below. Instead, she grabs a stale joint that had enjoyed amnesty balanced on the edge of the windowsill. Liberating her lucky orange lighter from her back pocket, she crouches down below the sill and enjoys the smoke. She is done destroying and done crying. Brain stands in front of the door for a solid minute staring. All the effort, all that energy to get here to this spot, and now Brain is blank. Where's the script? Tonight had been plotted out on satellite maps with faux calligraphy, and now Brain is here and blank. Brain can't remember the steps, but Brain suddenly does remember the sense of urgency that was always stressed. A newly paranoid Brain decides to expedite the whole affair with a quick plan B. Raising the spray can, Brain reaches to execute a large B.
Police!
She looks across the toothless apartment. The bookshelf, once the apple of his eye, had been especially abused. The color and height arranged books had been sprung from their spines. Pages were scattered in several burn piles across the apartment. Hollow-spined books neatly bundled and placed back on the bookshelf as epitaphs. The kitchen was also victimized, as his favorite everything had been destroyed. Gradually, she feels the joint massage through her and succumbs. She is finally ready to leave herself. Brain supposes that this is as it should be. Now that the pressure is off, Brain recalls the whole dramatic plan and is relieved that the police intervened. The lecture and tap on the wrist had gotten the desired results. Brain feels deeply embarrassed. Fumbling to the closest bus stop, Brain boards the first arrival. The need to punish has eclipsed, and now Brain just wants to sit down and look out the bus window. Barreling through the city to nowhere feels reasonable. When Brain recounts this memory and future reminiscings, the bus is winged, and Brain is somehow riding on top, holding on despite the violent wind.